Viewing checklist, drawing out the floor plan, making sure the measurements were right, building a really strong supply chain, and looking after the supply chain as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest take home for me, where I am currently in my investment journey, is we really need to nail down this build process and build cost. So understanding the systemised approach. So for number one is the specification and programme. Really spending a lot of time and work and effort at the front end of every project. Standards that you set on site from day one. The standards that you set in the moment in your pre-tender, your tender documents, set the tone for the development. Going all the way back to right at the start is actually when we're doing these viewings, having a system in place for saying exactly what we see. Don't try and rectify, don't try and price up anything. You're there for 20 minutes, just say what you see. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos, where the sockets, where the radiators, where the windows, just little things like that, and then do your work once you've left. And they're pretty much the big take homes for me.
Definitely the systemising the approach in the business, putting systems and processes in place, and delegating the small tasks that we identify by doing those systems.
It was evident that he had a realistic approach based on his experience, and that was experience that worked and could be replicated, and he was clearly passionate about empowering others to do the same.
How did Paul exceed our expectations? To be honest with you, it was exactly what I expected. Bearing in mind I've gone through the funnel, I bought the book, did the webinar, did boots, so I knew exactly the small details that I was going to expect and the level of detail that we were going to come away with after this week. But I tell you what, the little things that meant a lot to me was little things like Paul, he won't mind me saying this, but he organised a gym membership for me while I was here for the week. You know, that was a nice touch. Going out for dinner somewhere where all the boys, where we could all eat, and take into consideration everyone's needs. It's little things, but it's not always taken in consideration in these sort of courses. So that's for me how it probably exceeded my expectations.
Team completely exceeded expectations. The content was absolutely incredible, and it's like nothing I've been taught before. So yeah, really excited to go and implement it.